Hey everybody, it's Jamie here and a very warm welcome to Travel Blog Jamie. I'm on board P&O's oldest ship in the fleet, Aurora, and here's my tour and review of our cabin. It's C132, a standard balcony cabin. Let's go!
P&O Aurora, exclusively for adults, was launched in the year 2000 and has a usual operating capacity of 1,874 guests and 850 crew. Aurora is classed as a mid-sized ship with an overall length of 835 feet and 10 passenger decks. She's home to 962 cabins, including 285 inside, 253 ocean view, 280 balcony, 101 deluxe balcony, 18 mini suite, 12 suite and 10 single cabins.
Let's talk locations. Welcome to Deck 9, Canberra Deck. That's very apt. It's Matthew's first ever cruise ship.
Our cabin is located port side and forward, so we've got the staircase here, 4 good sized elevators actually. We're going to head off to the left hand side of the elevators, tucked around here, and there are about 8 cabins ahead of us forward. A couple great things about the location of our cabin. Well, as you can see, it's very close to the elevators and stairs. It's also just one deck above a pool and also my favourite coffee shop at sea, Raffles. Most balcony cabins have a similar size, with accessible cabins having more floor space. Alrighty, here we are. Welcome to C132. Now, out of interest, this is where you'll find your daily Horizon newsletter and any other information. Let's take our cruise key card. Let's see if it goes green. Hallelujah. And come inside. You are cordially invited. Welcome and anything else. Perspectives and angles are everything, my darlings. Now then, we've got our bathroom to the left. We'll check that out later. Straight ahead, we've got a good sized mirror here, almost floor to ceiling, which is much appreciated. You have your AC unit here, absolutely Arctic conditions all the way, my loves. And directly to the left, you have a little unit. There are 2 shelves up here, very handy. We've got our kettle and tea and coffee making facilities, biscuits as well. What have we got? Sablé de Retz. Crunchy coconut cookie. They should be replenished daily. If they're not, for any reason, just mention it to your cabin steward or stewardess. You've got UHC milk here. There is full fat coffee, as I call it, and half fat coffee plus some Tetley tea bags. Goodness me, how spoiled are we? A couple glasses there. Underneath, you've got your safe. Now, I absolutely recommend that this is always closed. If you're not planning on using it, fair enough, that's up to you, but keep it locked, because if it gets a bit rocky in the night, that bangs against this door and makes a lot of noise. I don't like a lot of noise. There are 4 very good sized drawers here actually, and you know me, I love a good deep drawer. Just proving it to you. There you go, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the main event, folks, the bedroom area. This is the oldest ship in the fleet, as I said, and you might be thinking, needs a little bit of a refresh. Well, Aurora is indeed getting a refresh in 2025. What you're seeing here is pre-refresh. Some of you will say it's old, it's tired. I mean, aren't we all? Of note, there's room under the bed to store your luggage. Let's rewind. And if I may, this bed is super comfy. It really is. Very nice pillows as well. I will say we didn't have the best night's sleep last night, and that's partially because of all the rocking and rolling to do with sea conditions, obviously, you filthy lot. And you might be able to make out right in the middle of those pillows, you've got 2 switches to operate all the electricity, which is very handy actually. It means you don't have to get out of bed in the middle of the night to put any lights on or turn them off. Either side of the bed, you've also got 2 decent sized units, 2 good drawer spaces there as well, and your telephone. There are no, I repeat, no sockets either side of the bed. This is an old ship. And let's pan around from the corner. Oh, look, it's Matthew out there. I've banished him to the balcony. Poor Matthew. We're just sailing the Bay of Biscay, and as you can see, there's a warning there about strong winds. Take care, please, when out and about. It's quite sheltered on our balcony, so that's great. Many of the open decks were closed today, but we were still able to access our balcony. Alrighty, let's check out some of the storage space. Now then, one of the benefits of this being a slightly older ship is that you've got a lot of hanging space. We've got this space up here, another down here, one here, and look, it goes all the way back. There are so many hangers in this, we absolutely don't need any more. But if you do, just ask your cabin steward or stewardess. This is where you'll find your life jackets. Look, two very good spaces up here. We always bring our crease release because we're lazy, we don't like ironing. Please don't get it on the floor because you will slip over, break your neck, and need airlifting off the ship. I hope you've got good insurance. Now, we sometimes get a little bit of laundry done when we're on board. We didn't have the laundry bag when we embarked. Just ask your cabin steward or stewardess if yours is missing. Let's have a quick peep, shall we, at some of these prices. Honestly, I think in comparison to hotels we've stayed in, these prices are actually very reasonable. Yes, there are laundrettes on board if you want to do your own. I'll show you one shortly. Yes, there's also lots of floor space for you as well. So as far as wardrobes go, this is a good one. A little rack here as well for your ties, your belts, your knickers. I'm not judging you. Put what you want there, my darlings. I don't care. And there's a random pull-down hook up here as well. I know some of you like to bring those magnetic hooks as well, and you're in luck because the walls in these cabins are indeed magnetized. Oh, hey everybody, I told you, near floor to ceiling. Awesome. Alrighty, let's have a peep over here. This is what I call the lounge area, the living room area. It's quite a dinky couch actually, although perfectly comfortable. Good sized table, so if you want room service, this is a great spot to kick back, relax, and eat. Eat. I mean, that's all we do on a cruise, don't worry. I'll show you the in-room dining menu shortly. Okay, let's have a peep from this angle. I'm loving my angles today, I've got to say. Right, this is what I also fondly refer to as the vanity area or your workspace. Whatever you're doing here, I don't mind as long as you enjoy yourselves, my darlings. So more mirrors here adds to the sense of light and space. And here, this is a pull-out one. This is where we are stashing our nibbles. This is what I call my nibbles cupboard. We enjoy those as we're getting ready. That's not my fault, by the way. It's because we're rocking and rolling. Look, woo! It's like magic. And another over here. This one is a little bit more narrow. Some people have put their shoes in here actually, stood them upright. I think that's quite a clever thing to do. Now, some of you who've been watching me for some time, oh gosh, that sounds dodgy, doesn't it? You'll know I like my reed diffusers when we travel on a cruise ship. This is Spring Oasis with a hint of vanilla. Do you want to have a little whiff? It's filling this cabin beautifully. Not a bad space though, is it, folks? For your information, you can actually buy cans of water on board. Look, buy 6, save 15%. What a bargain. Not. You can drink tap water as well. It's absolutely perfectly safe. And ask your cabin steward or stewardess to bring ice each day. They will happily do so, normally around 12 or 5:30, whatever your preference is. Fill those glasses, get some nice cool Kool-Aid down you. And actually, whilst we're talking about Kool-Aid, this is the fridge. I love the fact we've got fridges on cruises, and you can bring on board 1 litre bottle of alcohol per adult sharing a cabin. You're going to say to us, just there are 3 in there. I know, someone gifted us a bottle before we embarked, so we hid it. Sorry, not sorry. One tip, normally there's a shelf in here. Obviously that's not going to work out with those bottles, so just take the shelf out and pop it on the side. Bob's your uncle, and guess who's your auntie? Petunia. We've got 3 drawers here. This is where we actually keep our dirties. We've got 3 UK sockets here. Not a huge amount for a cabin of this size, but absolutely fine for Matthew and I. 2 shelves up here. This is where your hairdryer is stored. Let's have a go at testing this bad girl. 2 speed settings and 3 heat settings. Speed setting number 1. 2. Heat setting straight to number 3. Not the hottest blow I've ever had, but powerful enough. Will it do your big hairy bush? I don't know, only you can be the judge of that. Alrighty, so from this angle, the length of the cabin, I have to say this is very comfortable for us. It's very clean, thankfully. Is it in need of a refresh? I think so. However, Cleanliness and good service are much more important to us. Let's head to that bathroom. Right, are you ready? You might need sunglasses for this. This is probably one of the pinkest bathrooms I've ever experienced. Or is it magnolia? I think it depends on the lighting, actually. Right, welcome to Plastic Arama Bathroom in a standard balcony cabin. It has everything you need. I mean, look, you've got your sink basin, you've got a shelf area around it for your bits and bobs, odds and sods, nick and knack, brick and brack. There is a shelf underneath. We've got a toilet for our one cheek, two cheeks, rah, rah, rah. Don't get sucked in, no, no, no. Be careful of these cruise toilets. You could literally get sucked down if you press that button whilst you're still sat there. Don't do it. Toilet brush, look, you never know. Midnight kind of emergency, who knows. Now this was interesting. I didn't realize that these bathrooms actually come with, guess what, a bathtub. It ain't the biggest bathtub on the planet. It is big enough for a bath, having said that. And you do have your maneuverable shower head up here, so you can get all your bits and bobs done. We like that, don't we? It's not the most powerful of showers, I have to say, but it's super, super hot AF. Thank goodness.
Well, it's not the most powerful. It is hot AF though. Ooh, that's gonna scold me, send me to A&E.
There's some shelf space here for your bits and bobs. And as always with P&O, White Company products. So we've got bath and shower gel and shampooing. These are jasmine, rose and neroli. White Company products. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Don't eat them. And we have more shelf space here, which is very handy. It's where I've been drying my tropical shorts. And look, 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 we got a washing line. Woo! Now then, I know some of you are not going to be able to get over this. Clingy curtains. However, there's enough space here for them to be nowhere near your bits and bobs, so they're not going to cling to you, I promise you. We've got good storage space in this bathroom, actually. 3 shelves here. Oh gosh, no, 4, I can't count. Lots of mirrors, which we like, and another, I presume, 4 shelves here. No, of course not. There's 3 here. Damn it, Jamie. Plus your shavers only point. Rasoir seulement. You want to know how much space there is if you're sat on the john? Well, you can literally stretch your legs out, look. How awesome.
I'm here to show you the full experience, I really am.
So look, it's not my favourite looking bathroom on a cruise ship by any means. However, it's spacious enough and it's very practical, of course. Right, I'm going to head out onto that balcony. I'm a bit worried, actually. It's quite breezy out. Matthew has been banished. He's probably dying to get back in. Matthew, you come in? Poor Matthew, I know, poor Matthew. Oh, it sounds angry out here, doesn't it? Well, look, we've got 2 loungers, there's a footrest and a small table. If you have a cabin next to family or friends, you can actually have these dividers opened up as well. But why would you want to see them? Keep them away, keep them away. Now then, these standard balcony cabins are the cut-out balconies. If you want the full glass effect, you need a deluxe balcony cabin. That means more money, yes. That's how far the lounger reclines, in case you're interested. Not the deepest of balconies, I've got to be honest, but we like having this outdoor space, fresh air, howling winds, and rolling seas. You pop your head out there, it's windy AF, but in here, pretty sheltered and quite mild. We've actually got rougher seas forecast as we head into the bay today, and I am very excited about that. However, I need to show you what this balcony is like in better weather, don't I? You need to see how you can make the most of it. Oh, now then, some of you might have missed this. This switch right in the corner of the room by the sofa actually operates the light on the balcony. Now then, this is a good sized TV for a cabin of this size, and it's directly opposite the bed. Thank you, P&O. Lots of channels, but there's no films on demand on Aurora. You do have the camera looking out over the front of the ship, which is great, especially if you're in an inside cabin. One thing I have noticed is we can hear next door's TV in the mornings and evening. Dem walls a little bit thin. Oh, look at that wave. And don't forget cruise radio, channel 34 on Aurora, right here.
Alrighty, let's talk in-room dining. Rise and dine. If you fancy a very light, and I mean very light, breakfast delivered to your cabin in the morning, well, you need to fill out one of these rise and dine menus and pop it outside your cabin by 10 p.m. I mean, that literally is it, folks. I'm sorry to say, no hot drinks delivered either, not anymore. But there's no tray charge for a delivery on Aurora, so that's good news. If, however, you fancy lunch or dinner delivering to your cabin, each item is charged individually. Let's have a little peep. Don't know why I winked at you. Oh! Daytime bites are available from 11 a.m. until 11 p.m. Our personal favourites on this part of the menu are club sandwich, southern fried chicken, lasagna, the pie, double meat palace burger. So actually quite a lot of it. Oh, and not forgetting the Asian bento box. It's gorgeous. Oh, and the pizza. Blimey, I'm a food whore. And the following items are available from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. Here's a look at the club sandwich that we tried, the pie, the Asian bento box, chicken, mushroom and sweet corn pizza, the double meat palace burger. You can also have a wide range of drinks delivered to your cabin for consumption in your cabin only. Don't let me catch you out and about with it, folks. I will make you walk that plank. And finally, a look at the non-alcoholic drinks, beers and ciders. Oh, look at this. We've just had our half a bottle of champagne delivered to our cabin. As Caribbean Peninsula Club members, you get one half a bottle delivered per cruise. That fridge is starting to look well stocked, isn't it? Don't forget your Horizon newsletter will be delivered outside your cabin every evening. It gives you the rundown of all the events, shows, opening times for bars and restaurants, etc. that you could need for each day of your trip. You can also access this electronically on myholiday.pocruises.com. You can access that webpage for free. Alrighty, let's check out all the gossip in the laundrette. Alrighty, it looks like we have a laundrette on deck 11 at the front, deck 9, our deck, at the aft, and also deck 5 at the front. To the aft we go. And I found it. Let's have a look at this one. So the opening hours, 8 a.m. until 10 p.m. It's a good size actually. All your washers, tumblers. Oh, it's so sexy, isn't it? And you got your irons, ironing boards over here. Laundrette etiquette, very important. Absolutely. There's no one in here to gossip with, by the way. Now, I really couldn't give a monkeys if you're someone who says, oh, why do you need to do your washing when you're on holiday? You're on holiday. Let people do what they want, eh? And actually, if you're on a very long cruise, or indeed a world cruise, what are you going to do? You got clothes for the whole thing, have you? Bet you haven't. Oh, cycle times. I love it. Oh, you know what I'd be? I'd be the bulky one. You're going to need to bring your own washing powder, tabs, liquid, whatever you've got. And they have cabin C132 portside, forward, it's deck 9. And it's a good location actually, although nothing is very far on a ship of this size. The cabin is clean, it's comfortable. Does it need a refresh? It does. A few scuffed edges here and there. Looking a little bit old and tired, just like me. But a traditional cabin nonetheless, one we're very happy in. Would we stay in here again? We would. What about you? What do you think? Drop those comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you for your support as we head towards 26,000 subscribers. Today's shoutouts go to my tiers 3, 4 and 5 patrons. You can become a patron by searching patreon.com/travelblogjamie. As always, thank you so much for watching, and why don't we follow each other on Faceache, otherwise known as Facebook. Just search Jamie W. Robbins, and also X, Threads and Instagram at travelblogjamie. Of course, not forgetting right here on YouTube.